Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to CryptoCanucks. We're at the Blockchain Futurist Conference, Day 2, in lovely Toronto. I'm here with Mike, VP of DigitalBits. Hey Mike, how's it going?
Doing well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
How are you liking the conference so far?
Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting to see that this conference in the second year is bringing back a lot of familiar faces and just projects that are really expanding, really kind of taking things to the next stage. So we're pretty excited to be here.
So you were on stage yesterday and you made a few announcements. Would you like to share with us what those announcements were?
Yeah, some of the announcements, number one is that we're actually now an exchange-traded token. So we're really bringing back value to our ecosystem. Alongside that, we're really developing partnerships around the ecosystem of DigitalBits, supporting payment off-rails such as Visa Debit Card Link, which is our partner with Cabin. Our newfound advisor, Gabriel Abed, who's the founder of Bit. So he's a tremendous experience and an evangelist in the blockchain industry. So we're excited to have them on board. There's another kind of stealth project in the wraps, which you guys will hear about in a couple months. But you know, future updates are to come. So we're really excited to kind of get now into the exchange-traded territories and see where it goes from here.
Nice. So what exactly, briefly, what exactly is DigitalBits and how can the cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem take advantage of what you guys are providing?
Yeah. Well, DigitalBits, like we're a network layer blockchain. We are designed specifically for consumer digital assets, specifically brand currencies. So under brand currencies, that could be loyalty points, reward points, gift cards, service credits. These are assets that already exist. This is something that's very familiar to people, and there's a mass market around it. So we're targeting something that already has an existing user base, but has a lot of friction and has a lot of issues around it. So for us, we're not taking the approach on trying to find ways we can use blockchain. It's about effectively using blockchain to solve real-world problems. And so that's what DigitalBits is set out to do. We're doing that right from the technology layer all the way through to the application and execution. So we're really trying to figure out why we can benefit from blockchain instead of forcing people to change the way they do things. So right now we're in the process of not just converting and helping people liquefy some of their loyalty points and tokens, but making sure that we can really effectively help brands directly communicate with consumers. And so we're forming ways that brands are creating their own currencies. And this is really powerful because brands are now owning the transaction right from the issuance all the way through to understand the consumer behavior. So this is something that we're set out to do. I think this is something that's exciting in the next couple of years, and we're happy to support this.
Nice. So which companies have you onboarded, or which companies are you targeting to onboard so far?
Yeah, so all the companies that we're speaking to directly are in the loyalty kind of rewards category. And they are platforms that have issued points to multiple different companies. So they're SaaS-based platforms. So we're working with them to really understand their business model, understand how we can upgrade some of their infrastructure, really from moving from this legacy kind of sector that they've built out towards more of a decentralized network, but also really improving that fact that other coalitions that are in that sector can also tap into a network. So you can be across different countries. You can just, as long as you're a token, you can actually access the network. It's a more frictionless process. So we're really trying to target and educate not just the brands, but the platforms specifically issuing those points. Yeah.
I know that a lot of people collect loyalty points with several programs that are in place. There was some stat that a lot of people either forget about the loyalty points or they're not able to use it or things like that. Do you have something that you can share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just in the US alone, it's $50 billion worth in assets and loyalty points. And approximately 1/3 or 16 billion goes unused and unspent every single year. Excuse me. So it's idle sitting value, it's unspent value, and we're really trying to target that, unlocking that value, and really making people feel more value that they've created with engaging with that brand, putting back that value into people's pockets. That's ultimately what we're trying to target. And if something feels like cash, then ultimately it has the highest perceived value. So that's something that's a stat, and I think that it's been confusing for people around the loyalty points because there's so many out there. It's hard to understand the redemption process. It's hard to understand how many points they need to collect to maybe have a free night stay at a hotel or use. So it's been a confusing industry in its first place. So if we can effectively, consolidate that, help them easily access and create liquidity from this right from a point of sale or spending, we're effectively solving that problem as well. But at the same time, we're also bridging those users onto the blockchain in a very short period of time without them even knowing the word cryptocurrency or blockchain or wallets and all this stuff. So we're kind of solving it's a two-way problem that we're really solving something that's inherent to an industry, but also creating mass scale adoption by allowing new users to come into the crypto world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Simplicity is key for mass adoption, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if people want to learn more about DigitalBits or partake in DigitalBits, where would you guide them?
Yeah, just check out our website, digitalbits.io. We have a lot of announcements through our Twitter channel, through our Telegram. You can talk directly to our team, listen to future announcements. Now that we're actually exchange traded, we'll have a lot of partnership announcements that will be upcoming in the coming weeks. So yeah, just definitely just reach out to us. Yeah.
This is not DigitalBits related, but it's because we're in the cryptocurrency blockchain space. What is exciting you the most about what's to come?
It's a new era. We're now starting to see real maturity kind of come back into the industry, of revitalization of the technology. Enterprises are now seeing that there's real validation around this. So we're coming into a new era where people are now just saying, hey, let's solve something that's technical and scalability and interoperability, but saying, what are the defined use cases? And I think that's what's exciting for us. And we're seeing large brands such as like Facebook, Litecoin, Walmart now creating patents, seeing that there's more power behind this technology, and that's what we're really excited about. I think this is something that we haven't seen before, and we're excited to be a part of it. Yeah.
Mike, I'm definitely excited.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm going to look forward to because I collect a lot of loyalty points, and I would love to do, I guess, a transaction between them and switch them around.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your stay at the conference.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.